And good morning, official good morning and happy Saturday, and welcome to Hatha Vinyasa Flow. My name is Amy with Aspire Zen. I am a yoga teacher and a health coach, and I'm so happy that you guys are all with me today. And we're going to do a nice mellow 60-minute stretch and flow, and we're gonna get into our hearts a little bit and get into the front of our body and just open up. So today we will be beginning in Hero's Pose or Virasana, which is I'm sitting in right now. You may want a block or a strap. So I like this because we are opening through the quads, and I will preface this with, if your knees are like, I really don't think so, no biggie, just sit in a comfortable position for you. So maybe cross-legged is easier for you today. But if you have the block, if this feels okay or something that works, stick it between your ankles so that you have a little rest for your bum. And that takes some of the pressure off your knees, because the full pose, the full like classic ancient yogic where you're like, how do bodies do this pose, has the hips sinking down between the ankles. Like that doesn't feel good to my body right now. So that's where we bring in our little block friend or a nice solid cushion that doesn't squish too much, or sitting cross-legged. Do what your body needs, what's gonna make your body the happiest this morning, because it's most important that you are comfortable and able to settle in and come into your space, come into you. And so with that, when you found your comfortable seat, good morning, Tiffany, great to meet you, or see you, I've met you before. We're sitting in Virasana. For our friends, good morning, Helen. And so that's sitting here on our knees. Maybe you have a block or a hefty cushion under here, or you're sitting in cross-legged. And then let's get started. So close your eyes or gently bring your gaze downward. And just take a few breaths here, just connect. Let's arrive here on this Saturday. Just notice your belly and your chest rising and falling. Feeling the air coming in and out. And just notice the weight of your body on the mat, maybe on the block. And the support that the mat is bringing up to you. And now start to deepen your breath, starting to fill your belly as you inhale, filling it nice and deep, followed by your chest, followed by your shoulders, nice big breath. And press it all out. Use your belly to compress in, pressing all that air out, let it flow. Let's do that again. Nice big belly breath in, inhale, expand your belly, expand your heart, your shoulders, everything opens and fills with fresh new air. And big exhale, let it all come out, pushing it out all the way. One more time, one more big belly breath in. And exhale, blow it out. And bring your hands to heart center here. Keeping your eyes closed or your gaze downward. Take a moment to set your intention for today's practice. We are in the season of summer of Leo, the new moon of Leo, which is all about self-love. Whether you care about astrology or not, self-love is always a good idea, a good concept. So I invite you to take that in, or any other intention you have. Maybe give a chance during this practice to think of the ways you can root for yourself, be on your team first and foremost, because you should always come first. And so with self-love or any other intention that you would like to cultivate today, let's seal it in with one more big breath. Nice big belly breath in here, breathe in. Sigh it out, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful job, everyone. Gently flutter your eyes open if they're closed. And let's start with a couple shoulder rolls here. Just nice, big, exaggerated shoulder rolls. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Roll them back down your back. Amazing. And switch directions. Bring them back forward. Just warming up, loosening up the body, letting go of anything that accumulated in that stress world over this week. And come back to stillness. Inhale both arms out. And exhale, bring your right arm across your body. Now use your left hand to start guiding that arm in. Just a gentle press into your chest with that arm. You should feel a little opening across your right scapular muscle, your back right shoulder. Gently shifting, using the left hand to guide the shoulder kind of out and in, whatever feels good to you. It's a little open. Beautiful job. Inhale, arms out. Let's do the other side. Left arm comes across. This time, right hand is there to guide that arm in. Noticing maybe one side feels a little different than the other. I'm certainly noticing that right now. That's pretty normal. Inhale, arms back out. And let's start by rotating our wrists. Just little circles. Maybe there's a little cracking, snapping, popping going on. That's okay. The reverse directions. Maybe you wiggle your fingers as you go, just kind of opening up through all those digits. Beautiful job. Inhale, extend your arms long. Exhale, eagle arms. Bring your right arm under, your left arm over. Make a big X. Now draw your right thumb in to touch your nose and wrap your left arm around. Maybe your hands clap. Maybe the backs of your palms. Maybe none of that feels good and you grab onto opposite shoulders. You do whatever feels good for your body today. And we'll start with that self-love with every breath, with every motion. Inhale here, lift your elbows toward the sky, fingertips lift up. Exhale, point your fingertips away from your face, out in front. Maybe this is a very tiny move. You might only be moving an inch, a centimeter. I was realizing I have people from international, we might not all be using the inches and feet system. So maybe it's centimeters and millimeters, just a little bit. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, send them to the right, or I'm sorry, the left. It will feel better on the left than the right, for sure. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, unwind, open your arms out. Inhale here, let's do the other side. Eagle arms wrap, left arm goes down, right arm goes over, make the X. And this time the left thumb comes and touches your nose. This is just how I get it started. You don't have to touch your nose every time. Wrap around, clap your hands. And when you've found your eagle arms, inhale, lift your fingertips up to the sky, elbows come up. Keep pressing down through your sit bones as you lift to really grow long through your spine, as you stretch through your shoulders. Exhale, fingertips come away from your face. And just notice as we do each of these moves how there's just a slight shift in the way the stretch is happening. Inhale, fingertips back up. Exhale, send the fingertips to the right now. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Inhale, fingertips up. And exhale, unwind, shake those arms out. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna open up our spine. We're gonna come to our hands and knees and do a few cat-cows. So lifting up, if you did have a block or a cushion below your sit bones, you could move that out of the way. Let's move it off to the side. And then find your tabletop position. So feet are hips width distance, so your knees are aligned under your hips, your wrists are aligned underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers out nice and wide like a bright shining star. Beautiful job. Inhale to cow pose. Drop your belly down and your hips come up. Your chest shines forward, your shoulder blades squeeze together, look up. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your hips now, tuck your chin round. Lift your back body up toward the ceiling. Feel a spreading from your back, shoulder blades. Let's flow with that. Inhale, cow pose, belly down, heart forward. Exhale, cat, tuck and round. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. And inhale, come back to tabletop. Check in with your hands one more time. Make sure your index finger is parallel to the long edges of your mat, or maybe your hands are even pointed slightly outward. That's gonna help rotate this upper arm out and give you good stability through your shoulders, protect your wrists. Tuck your toes under. Inhale here, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. And then awaken into this down dog. First one of the day, probably. So let your body start to wake up and come into this nice big stretch. Maybe you walk your dog, bend one knee as you straighten the other. Maybe you move your hips a little bit side to side. Keep pressing down through the ball mound of your pointer finger and your thumb as you shoot that energy up from your hands through your arms. Feel a lift through your tailbone up toward the sky, and your chest comes back towards your thighs. Maybe you keep your knees bent. If you have a choice between straight elongated spine or straight legs, choose straight spine. It's fine to have your knees bent here, but find stillness now in your down dog. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, ragdoll pose. Step to the top of your mat. Maybe it takes you a couple steps to journey up there. Again, keep your knees as much bent as you need to. I even like to rest my torso on my thighs to shift more of that stretch into loosening up the spine. Maybe you grab onto opposite elbows. Maybe you sway back and forth, side to side, shake your head, yes and no. Beautiful job, everyone. Release your hands down. Press down through your feet. Start to tuck your pelvis, roll up to standing position. Keep tucking your pelvis under as you round up. Your head will be the last thing to arrive at the top of the mat, or the top of the room. Roll your shoulders back and down. And bring your option here, we're going to do our sun A. So option here to bring your big toes to touch, heels a sliver width apart. Or if you want a little more stability, hips width is great. You choose what feels better for you. It's a little more of a balance challenge. But either way, inhale, bring your toes up and feel how you're now pressing down evenly through all four corners of your feet. If you had square feet below, feel that sensation, keep that sensation. Bring your toes down. Beautiful job, everyone. Palms come down by your sides, facing forward. Let's do a little half sun A. Allow your arms to mimic your breath. So inhale, bring that air into your belly, lift your arms up. Bring your fingertips up toward the sky, your palms face one another. Press down through your feet as you maybe look up and grow even longer through your spine. Beautiful job, everyone. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to as you dive forward. Maybe your hips or your heart is guiding the way. Maybe your knees are bent. Beautiful job. Inhale, halfway lift, come halfway up, bring your hands to your shins, maybe your thighs. Send your shoulder blades down toward your tailbone, elongating through your spine. Look slightly forward, shine your heart forward. Beautiful job. Inhale here, grow even longer. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, mountain pose. Root down with your feet as you rise up. Legs and abs bring you up to standing. Fingertips to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Beautiful, everyone. Adding on this time, inhale, mountain pose once again. Exhale, forward fold, diving down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back all the way, and then drop your right knee down, untuck your toes, and press up to a low crescent, a low lunge. Start by finding your base here, so you want that nice stretch through your right psoas. If you're not feeling anything, start by tucking your pelvis, lifting through your navel. That'll help your spine elongate. If you feel a good stretch, awesome. If still not, walk your front foot forward just a little bit, maintaining this length through your spine. Looks beautiful. And now maybe you inhale and your arms come up. Great job, everyone. Exhale, cactus your arms out as you shine your heart up. Bring your elbows out wide to each side. Heart shines up. You look up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Beautiful job. Inhale, arms up. One more time. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then step back to high plank. Maybe your knees come down, maybe they stay up. So you could be up like so, or knees down. Either way, fire up your abs and snip them in, send them towards your spine. Roll your inner thighs up and toward the ceiling. Keep pressing down through your hands evenly and rotate your armpits toward one another. Amazing strength, everyone. Inhale, come slightly forward. And then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your elbows close into your body as you lower down. Beautiful job. Now untuck your toes. Untuck your toes and press down into the mat with your feet. Press down into the mat with your pelvis, sending your tailbone towards your heels. Now maintain all that. Keep your hands next to your low ribs with your elbows pointing toward the sky. And as you inhale, come up to low cobra. Draw your hands back, like really pull the mat back with the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep pressing down with your pelvis as you cinch your abs in towards your spine. A little lift, a little cobra, a little back opener. Inhale here. Exhale, come all the way down. Beautiful job, everyone. Inhale, tabletop or high plank if you want a little more this morning. So here's tabletop. Come on up. Yep, you got it. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your knees, use your abs to lift you. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Breathing into your down dog here. Inhale your right leg high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, send your right leg through, step it through. Drop your back knee down, untuck your back toes. And inhale to low crescent pose on the other side. So now your left hip is getting the stretch. Again, find that little tuck in your pelvis, lift through your belly. Maybe you walk the front foot forward to really feel a stretch through the left front hip. And then when you're ready, arms come up. Growing nice and tall, inhale. Exhale, cactus those arms out, send your elbows out wide, shine your heart up, look up. Inhale, arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your back foot up to meet your front foot. Great job, everyone. You're there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Root down, rise high. Lift your fingertips up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful job, everyone. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Beautiful job. Exhale, plant your palm, step your right foot back. This time, keep your knee up. Fan your back foot out 45 degrees. Bend through your front knee. Press down through both feet. Inhale, warrior two. You can windmill your arms up. Yeah, you guys got it. That's beautiful. All right, let's find the warrior two base, right? Find that nice strong base. So you're bent maybe up to 90 degrees, making sure your knee doesn't come past your ankle on your front leg. Feel a rotation of that front thigh outward. You can even put your hand on it. Just really get in there and feel how that opens up your hip and sends your knee into alignment with your second and third toe. Press down through your front heel to activate your hamstring and your glute. All of that's going on. You got that. As you press down strong and straight through the back knife edge of the back foot, the outer knife edge. Beautiful. This looks great, everyone. Arms out if they're not already there. Gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, sink just a little lower. And exhale, extended side angle. Reach out in front of you as far as you can go as you tilt your pelvis forward. And then tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Your left arm will come down to the inside of your left thigh. Press into it. Beautiful job. Shining your heart out. Opening up through your heart center. Maintaining those strong warrior legs. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lift up and straighten your front knee as you switch your arms. So now the left arm is up, right arm is down. Your front leg is straightened with a micro bend. Press the weight now into your front ball of your foot. Back leg is staying the same. You should feel it pressing down through the front as you lift up and over. So your torso is kind of growing long through both sides. And there's a little tilt backwards. Maybe this right arm comes behind if you want a little bit of a bind and a wrap this morning. Totally optional. This looks great, everyone. Beautiful job. One more inhale here. And then exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Now spin your back foot forward. An option here, if you want a little more this morning, you can go through a vinyasa, which I will go through. Otherwise, step your left foot back and come back to downward facing dog. So here's option one. And if you want a little bit more, you're gonna come to plank pose, come slightly forward, and then you exhale, come halfway down. And then start to pull your hands back, press your heart forward, straighten your arms, look up, upward facing dog, and then exhale, legs and abs bring you to downward facing dog. Beautiful job, everyone. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees slightly, look forward. And exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Shine your heart forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root down, rise high, fingertips come to the sky, look up, grow tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful job, everyone. I'm gonna go to the other side so I continue to face you. You stay right where you are. Inhale, mountain pose. Let's do the other side. Exhale, forward fold. Let your heart lead the way as you dive on down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms down. Step your left foot back this time. Fan your back foot out, 45 degrees. Really bend in through that front knee. And then inhale, warrior two. Maybe you windmill your arms up. Your feet, your legs, your abs bring you up nice and strong. So strong, you got it. Beautiful job. Again, let's find that really strong warrior foundation. The building blocks of anything is the foundation, right? So again, bend through your front knee, press your weight into the front heel. That's gonna activate your hamstring and your glute and rotate that front thigh out. Yes, this looks great. All that as you press down through the outer knife edge of the back foot, opening through your hips, shining your heart toward the wide edge of your mat. Inhale your arms out. Yes, you got it. This looks great. Gaze over your right fingertips this time. Inhale, sink a little lower down. Exhale, extended side angle. Now reach out in front of you to the right, grabbing your favorite thing in front of you. And when you can go no further, then bring your right arm down. Your left arm up, your heart out. Gorgeous, everyone. Press your right arm, your bottom arm into your front thigh as your front thigh presses into that arm. Little hip opener. Get all that gunk we stored during the week out, right? Let's get it out so we can feel good for the rest of the weekend. One more inhale here. Nice big exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press down with your feet, come back up, straightening your front knee, shifting the weight into the ball of your foot, and swap your arms. Now your front arm is up. Little shift in your hips, back hip comes forward to even your hip points out. Maybe this left arm wraps around. You find that little bind. If that feels good. If that feels really wonky, don't go there. Just layers of options. What would feel best to your body today? One more big inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms down, spin your back foot around so it's in line with the rest of your body. And then you can choose, you can go through that vinyasa again, where we come down to chaturanga and upward dog, or you can step back to downward facing dog. So either way, step back, and then you either lift your hips up to down dog, or you come forward in your plank, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs come up, heart shines forward, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Yes, gorgeous. Now everybody, nice big inhale here, fill your belly. Open mouth, exhale, stick your tongue out, side out. Gorgeous, everyone. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees as you look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise on up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're gonna go into a little more thigh with chair pose and some twists. I invite you, if you have a block, this is totally unnecessary, but if you have one, this is an opportunity to really feel the squeeze. So we're gonna come into chair pose. You have an option to stick that block between your thighs. What this is gonna do is make you really be aware of how much squeezing goes on between those thighs, right? Because that's the goal of chair pose. So we're gonna come into chair. I'll show you the front. If you have the block, obviously feet or hips width. Otherwise, if you don't have a block, choice, toes together or feet hips width. And inhale, send your hips back. Squeeze through your quads. Shift the weight into your heels and really squeeze those thighs together. Maybe I find if I don't have the block, it is really easier for me to bring my thighs together because that allows them to really press in and squeeze. But this just teaches your body what's going on. Here's the side view. So find a little minor tuck in your pelvis. Knit those abs in towards your spine to shine your heart up. And then you lift your arms up. Yep, you got it. Rotate your armpits toward one another to rotate your upper arms out, your palms face toward one another. One more inhale here as you sink a little lower, sit back more, shifting the weight into your heels. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart center. Beautiful job. Maybe shake those legs out. We're gonna do that again and add a twist. So I'm gonna turn around so my face faces you. So either keeping the block or you can scrap it if you're not feeling it today. And inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips back, heart forward, arms up. Weight in your heels. Beautiful job. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. And start to inhale, shift your head forward, hips back. Yep, you got it. Exhale, twist to your right. Your left elbow is gonna come down and find one of your thighs. So maybe it's on the inside of your left thigh. Maybe it's on the outside of your right thigh. That's just a little deeper twist. Either way, shift more weight into your heels. Shift your hips back forward as your head, your crown comes out away from your body toward the front of the room. This looks beautiful, everyone. Option to stay here. Maybe you wake up and fly and open your arms. That changes this to a little more balance, a little less deep twist. So you decide what you're going for this morning. Beautiful job. One more inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs, shake it out. So strong, everybody, so strong. I love it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Come on up, sink your hips back. I'm gonna turn myself around once again. Utkatasana. Weight in the heels, hips back behind you, spine long, arms up. Beautiful job. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt slightly forward, go long through your torso. Exhale, twist to the left. Your right elbow now is gonna find inner right thigh, or for deeper, outer left knee. Outer left thigh, I guess, maybe not directly on the knee. This looks great, everyone. Can you sink your hips down a little bit more? Each inhale is your opportunity to lengthen through your spine. Each exhale, your opportunity to twist a little deeper. Yes, maybe you open up and fly like you did on the other side. Beautiful focus, everyone. One more inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful job. Shake those legs out. If you have a block, you can remove it. Ooh, even more relief. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come on up, mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. And we're gonna take that chair and enhance it going into a lunge. So we're gonna play with a little balance. You're gonna have options here. And we're gonna work our way from one side of the mat to the other. So going from chair to chair. So let us start here. Inhale, chair pose, hips back. Squeeze your thighs together. Send the weight into your heels. Beautiful job. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, just as you did before the twist. Now start to inhale as you tilt forward. And stay here. Shift the weight into your left hip, into your left foot. Lift your right heel up. Now here's your balance challenge option. We're gonna step back into a high lunge with the right leg. So option to lift that knee up and go really slow, tilting your head forward as your right leg comes back. Maybe you go through this warrior 3 that we're in here and pause for a minute. So your balance challenge, balance option, we're gonna meet here in a high crescent. Beautiful expressions, I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Amazing focus. Everyone meet back here in high crescent when you're ready. Bring your hands to your hips. Now we did this in a low lunge with our knee on the back. You're welcome to go down to that again if you need a little more rest today. But we are gonna be moving around. So I like to bend both knees to get started here because that helps tilt and lift in the pelvis area. As you do that, feel how the stretch just enhanced here through the right psoas. Bend through your front knee, shifting the weight into your front heel. Fire up your front hamstring and glute. Keep wrapping your outer left hip in. Then maybe you straighten the back leg. Maybe it doesn't even straighten all the way. That's all good. It's more about length here and pressing down strong here. Keep scissoring your legs together. Inhale, arms up. Palms face toward one another. Beautiful balance, everyone. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus those arms out. Micro back bend, shine your heart up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms down. Great job. Exhale. Now start to walk your hands around to the right. Your feet are going to follow you. You're going to find yourself in a wide-legged forward fold now. And maybe if you have a block or a prop, if this isn't feeling good, you're allowed to bend your knees as much as you need to, but you might also want to add something to put your hands on to bring the floor up to you. Again, your yogic assistance. Micro bend at least, or maybe even a little more in your knees. Press down through the balls of your feet. And just feel a gentle stretch through your hamstrings. The backs of your legs. If this feels real easy with your hands in front, maybe you walk them back in line with your feet. Continuing to have that micro bend in your knee to protect your knee and shifting the weight into the balls of your feet. Beautiful focus, everyone. Come back to your breath here. Come back to that place where you are rooting for yourself, loving yourself, putting yourself first. And gently walk your hands back out under your shoulders if they were back in line with your feet. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And now as you exhale, start to walk around to your right foot. So hands come to your right foot. We're making our way all the way around to the other side. And your back foot's gonna come in line too. So both feet are facing in the same line as your body. Beautiful job. Bend through your front knee. Press down through your front heel, back ball of your foot. Legs and abs lift you up, crescent pose. Big strength move. Yes, you got it. So again, let's find that strong stretch and long spine here. So bend the back knee, feel that tuck and lift, that opening through your left front hip. As you bend through the front knee, press the weight into your front heel, back ball of your foot. Once you have that nice long spine, maybe you straighten the back leg. Inhale, arms up. Isometrically, imaginarily scissor and squeeze your thighs together even though they're not actually touching. It's gonna help you maintain your balance. Inhale here, go even longer through your spine. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. And we're coming back up to chair pose. So you choose, maybe you step right up to chair. Maybe you go through that warrior three on the other side, tilting your crown forward, your hips back. Now you're shifting all the weight into this right foot. Bend the knee a little more on the right. Really wrap the outer right hip in. So all the weight's there. And then start to lift off your back foot. Woo, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Go through. Warrior three, flex your lifted foot. Really cinch your abs into your spine to find that balance on the other side. And when you're ready, stepping for feet to meet each other and sinking down into chair pose, Utkatasana. We have come all the way around. You guys are rock stars. This looks awesome. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart center. You did it. Amazing strength. Shake those legs out. Beautiful job. All right. One more balance opportunity. We did our eagle arms at the beginning of class where we wrapped under. We're gonna do full eagle. So we'll start with the arms once again. Right arm under, left arm over. And then again, you can just grab onto opposite shoulders if that feels best for your body today. Or bring that right thumb to your nose, wrap the left hand around and clap your hands. Those are your arms. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna go into chair pose for the legs. So inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, send your hips back. Zipper up your thighs, like you put a mermaid tail on and you're about to swim through the sea, or a dolphin tail, fish tail. Now I guess dolphin, it has to go up and down. Squeezing your thighs together. Shift the weight into your left heel, your left foot. Wrap your outer left hip in and lift your right heel up. Maybe now you cross your right leg over. If that feels good. Squeeze, zipper up your thighs once again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Can you sink a little bit lower into your eagle chair as you lift your elbows up? Keep squeezing into your twisted limbs. Come back to your breath. So strong, everyone. This is amazing. One more big inhale here. Exhale, release, come back to center. Unwind your arms. Shake it all out. Whatever happened on that side, let it go. Shake it out. It's all over. We have a whole new side, a whole new opportunity to do something new and fun in eagle. Inhale, arms out. Left arm under as you exhale, cross over with your right. This time your left thumb maybe touches your nose, but it comes up. And then the right arm wraps around and clap. Or grab onto shoulders. You choose, but inhale, sink down, chair pose. This time, all the weight goes into your right foot, nice and strong. Wrap your outer right hip in, lift your left heel. Maybe you hang out here today. Maybe you cross the left leg over the right. Squeeze those thighs together no matter where you are. Squeeze your arms together. Inhale as you sink lower in your chair, lift your elbows toward the sky. Just a little bit. Beautiful job. One more inhale here. Exhale, unwind, mountain pose, come back. Great job, shake it out. Beautiful job. We're gonna do one, we're gonna open up the shoulders a little bit and then we're gonna head down to the ground, get a little more stretchy, open our backs a little bit. So because your shoulders are gonna, or hands are gonna be behind your back, this might be where you grab onto a strap. So if you can do this, where you interlace your hands and roll your shoulders back and that feels easy, awesome, that's your move. If that doesn't feel good, that's where you bring in another yogic assistant to help you. Maybe it's a strap, maybe it's a kitchen towel, maybe it's a long sock. It's something that allows a little gap here between the hands so that you can bring your hands back with your shoulders rolled back, your chest coming forward. Yeah, you guys got it. Okay, so wherever you are, strap or hands interlaced, press down through your feet. Inhale, come, look up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, forward fold with arms behind, hinge at your hips. Micro bend in your knees or bend them more if you need to as you come down into your fold. And then maybe those hands come up and over behind you. Maybe they go a lot, maybe they go a little, maybe they rest on your tailbone. What does your body tell you that it wants today? Listen. Can you bring your shoulders away from your ears gently, continuing to roll them down your back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keep pressing down evenly through all four corners of your feet. Beautiful focus, everyone. More inhale here. And exhale as you lift up, pressing down through your feet, legs, abs, feet. Gonna bring you up. Try to keep your hands behind your back if you want to challenge yourself. Beautiful job. Let it go. Shake it out one more time. Great job. We're gonna come down to tabletop. You can choose how you wanna get there. We'll start with our half sun and then you can add in your vinyasa if you want a little extra or come down to tabletop. So inhale, mountain pose. Hands up, exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, step back, your choice, downward facing dog. And then knees come down or come forward to that plank pose. Shift slightly forward more, drop down halfway, chaturanga. And then inhale as you push through to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, bend your knees, bring them down to the mat. Yes, beautiful choices, beautiful expressions. I love it. And come onto your knees. Actually, wait, not to your knees. Let's come all the way down to the belly first. Let's do one more chest opener. Come down to your belly. Now you just did this standing up, so you might want your strap again. We're gonna interlace hands behind back. Actually, let's do a low cobra first, just to get into it. So we did this at the beginning of class. We're gonna go back into this. Press your feet down into the mat. Feel that pressure and that shifting. Press your pelvis into the mat. Feel your tailbone heading towards your heels. So that's your lower body. As you fire up your abs and cinch them towards your spine, abs engaged, hands come down next to your ribs, elbows pointing up. And then inhale, draw your hands back and down as you lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, low cobra. Just a little squeeze here. One more inhale. Exhale, come on down. Maybe you rest one of your cheeks on the mat. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna move into Locust Pose, or you can stick with low cobra. For Locust Pose, you're gonna come into those hands interlaced behind your back. We just did this standing up. So same deal, and maybe you grab the strap, but hands end up on your tailbone. Essentially, roll your shoulders back and down. And feel how that's already squeezed your shoulder blades together and opened your chest. So from here, let's find those legs again. Press down through your feet, fire up your thighs, rotate them in and up toward the ceiling as you press down with your pelvis into the mat. Engage your abs. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe your hands come off your bum. Maybe you want a little more, and you lift your feet up as you really rotate your inner thighs up and in, really engage them. Continue pressing down with your pelvis and sending your tailbone towards your heels. So feet and chest in the sky. Little locust pose. One more inhale here. Exhale, come down. Opposite cheek now rests on the mat. Bend your knees, lift your feet up to the sky. Release your hands if they're interlaced. And windshield wiper your feet back and forth, just really gently. Just giving you a little break for your back there. And then find stillness with your feet. Bring your hands next to your ribs. And press yourself gently up to tabletop now. Yeah, you got it. Got our warm up. So we're going to do Camel Pose. One more heart opener, back opener. Again, if you have a block, there's two ways you can use it actually. You could use 2 blocks for this. I'll show you all the options. You also don't need a block at all. So you could put a block, here are your choices. You could put a block right in between your heels. I like this one because we're looking for alignment of the heel with the knee, with the hip, right? So that block kind of just puts you there. So that's one option. You could also choose to do what we did before in chair. You could put the block in between your thighs so that you remember to squeeze, because we're gonna come into this pose back here. So maybe you put it here. Maybe you have 2 blocks and you put one between your heels and you put one between your thighs. And you are totally locked in to perfect camel legs. Or you have no blocks and you're good. You just make sure that your feet are aligned with your knees, aligned with your hips. So your hips are gonna come right over your knees. Make that right angle with your legs. And then from there, I think I'm going for block between heels today. From there, roll your shoulders back and down as you bring your hands to your lower back. Fingertips face down. Start to press in and down with your hands as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. And so we're gonna go into a nice heart opener back bend camel pose. Start by pressing down with your feet, your shins, your knees into the mat as you press forward from your hands, sending your hips forward as you also squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up, shine your heart up toward the ceiling. This is camel. Maybe this is the perfect camel expression for you today. Maybe you go a little deeper and your hands start to make their way towards your heels. Either way, wherever you are, keep pressing down through your feet and shins, out through your hips, up through your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. If your lower back is screaming at you, back out, keep it mellow. Should feel good. And when you're ready to come up, press down through your feet and use your abs to guide you up to a seated position. Beautiful job, everyone. Let's do a counter pose of child's pose with knees together. So bringing your knees together or hips width apart, send your hips back over your heels. Maybe you remove that block if you have it between your hands. So knees are a little more together and roll down over your knees. Option here again to either have your hands out in front like normal quote unquote child's pose, or you could bring them back down to make sort of a little ball with your palms facing up, hands by your feet. And take a minute to breathe here. Come back to your breath. Really send the breath into your back body, into your back, near your spine. Open up between your shoulder blades. Feel it opening into your lower back. Nice big inhale here. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful job, everybody. And if your hands are down by your feet, bring them whoa, that was hard. Bring them back underneath your shoulders and gently press yourself up to seated position. And then we will shift to your weight to your hip side of choice. Swing your legs around. Now spread the flesh from your sit bones so that you can find a nice even seat here, nice and sturdy. Your legs will be straight in front of you. A little bent is just fine, especially if your hamstrings are a little tight today, no biggie. Flex your feet to really fire up your quads. That's gonna help protect your knees and hamstrings. So again, if you need to bend a little bit, awesome, don't worry about it. Focus more on the flex, the lift here, so that you can lengthen up through your spine, per usual in yoga, right? Long spine, inhale, arms come up, palms face toward one another. And then as you exhale, start to hinge from your hips, bowing forward, shine your heart out in front of you as you start to lower down. So you're reaching out like this, elongating through your spine. Hands come to something. Maybe it's your shins today. Maybe it's down to your feet. Maybe you press into your big toe with your thumb. Activate your pituitary gland. Maybe you grab onto the outsides of your feet. Maybe you're sitting here like this and you're a little more up today. What is your body telling you that it wants? All of those are perfect expressions. And keep breathing in as you go longer through your spine. Exhale, maybe you sink a little deeper. Keep flexing your feet. Keep that micro bend in your knees. Nice big breath. Nice big exhale. Beautiful job, everyone. And then use your hands here to walk them up your legs so you gently come up to a seated position. Great job. And shake your legs out a little bit. Now let's go into reclined or bound angle. Seated here, kind of a butterfly pose. I'm going to come to the middle so you can see this angle. You're going to bring your feet, the soles of your feet together, bending your knees in. And maybe your feet are out a little bit. You feel what feels good. It's not, you don't have to have your knees flat on the mat. We're just feeling a little hip opener here. So find a position that feels comfortable to you. Again, evenly seated on your sit bones. And then bring your hands to your ankles. You can actually use your hands, pull them towards your body to help pull your chest forward and elongate your spine. Yeah, that looks great. And just breathe here. Maybe this feels real easy and you want a little deepening and you walk your hands forward just a little bit to the in between middle of your feet and you start to draw your chest forward. Again, hinging from your hips, bending your elbows to pull your feet back toward your body as your heart comes forward. Yeah, this looks great, you guys. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And exhale, come back up. Let's roll down, winding down into our relaxation. We're gonna come lying down and do a little supine twist. So if you want a little core on the way down, bring your arms out, engage your abs, lift your chest, and then as you lower, start to curve your spine into a C, controlling with your abs as you roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And we will meet lying down. Beautiful job. So we did eagle in multiple ways. We're gonna do eagle as our supine twist, just the leg. So cross your right leg over your left. So you are sitting in a chair with legs crossed. Yes, you got it. Beautiful. Inhale and maybe you use your arms to gently draw your legs a little bit towards your chest so that there's not too big of a gap in your lower back. And then you're gonna gently, using your abs, guide your knees down to the left. Find a supine twist eagle. This is pretty tight. This may or may not feel good on your body. So you can do an alternate. You could maybe uncross your legs. Maybe you have both knees coming to the side. Maybe that feels better. Maybe you want to bring your lower leg a little more straight, left leg over. That's a gentle one. You're looking for a nice release through your spine, gentle twist. Maybe your right arm extends out behind you. Maybe you look back behind you. That feels okay. And wherever you are, wherever you have landed, breathe into that space. Start to shift your focus more into the concept, the sensation of relax, of surrender, of rest. Beautiful. And gently, as you are ready, press yourself back up to center. Uncross your legs. Yes, go slow. Use those abs to bring you up. Use those arms to guide your legs if they're getting heavy on you. And then cross your left leg over your right. Eagle on the other side. And draw your knees gently in towards your chest. And then guide them down to the right side, using your abs and your arms to help you. Maybe kick any props that are in the way out of your way. Does that happen to you too? I always end up knees on a prop somewhere. And again, if this twist does not suit your body, choose a twist that feels correct for you. Send breath into any crevices or places that need a little extra love and attention. One more big breath here. And then exhale as you unwind. Make your way back to center. Uncross your legs. Now drop both knees into your chest for one more squeeze, one more ball pose to make the release into your resting pose even more wonderful. Squeeze everything in. Tuck your chin into your chest. Hug your knees. Give your whole body a big squeeze, a little love. Thank yourself for bringing yourself to yoga class today, for giving something to you that is just for you. You deserve it. And a nice big inhale here. Squeeze everything. Fingers, toes, ears, eyes, nose. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you release, come down. Find your resting pose, your Shavasana. Maybe your legs come out nice and long. Rest your shoulders down. Take up lots of space. Let's do one last big breath here to release. Fill your belly full of air. Nice big breath in. Sigh it out. Open mouth. Exhale. Beautiful. Allowing your body to sink down to rest. Few moments coming into beautiful, wonderful you in Shavasana. And bringing your awareness back to the room. It is now the top of the hour. If you need to, I welcome you to stay as long as you want in this rest, in this beautiful Shavasana. But if you have things to do and you want to come back, start to bring your awareness back. Allow for a lengthening of your inhales and your exhales. And start to wiggle your fingers and toes, awakening back into your body. And then letting that go. Maybe you bring your arms over your head, interlace your fingers, and really stretch into wonderful, magical, amazing you. And then letting that go, bring your hands back down. And in the most gentle way, allow yourself to come resting on your side of choice. A gentle bend in your knee. Pause here for a breath or two. Feel the support of the mat below you, the support that comes from your yoga practice. And the support further still, the eternal grounding and support that comes from the earth below. Every breath, every practice, every day, a chance for a new start, a rebirth of sorts. And when you are ready, press yourself up to a seated position, something comfortable. Option to keep your eyes closed and bring your hands to heart center. And coming back to that concept of rooting for yourself, of self-love, I invite you to take the opportunity to give yourself a little more love, a little more encouragement throughout the day. Maybe that just means drinking more water, speaking kindly to yourself, going to bed a little earlier, whatever that looks like for you. There's always that opportunity to give yourself a little extra care, knowing that you deserve it. You always come first. And when you fill up your cup, you are able to share that inner beautiful light of yours with the world. It's always my goal to leave you a little better than I found you, and I really hope that happened for you today. The teacher in me honors and thanks the teacher in you. Have a blessed and beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you all. It is always a pleasure and an honor. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Saturday, rest of your weekend.